Hey everybody, it's Tara Castaneda, Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, here with
Danielle. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.
She's a rock star, love her to pieces. We're here to talk about our 3 steps for new ambassador training. So we're going to be kind of looking to our left, we're checking some notes here, but we're going to make it super simple for you guys to rock your network marketing business like Sarah Robbins says. All right, our first step is
we want to make sure that everybody is welcoming them on their following pages. We're going to do the larger team page, your team page, and Plexus Journeys. That's a really big one whether you are interested. Now these points are going to be for anybody whether they are wanting to promote the business or just taking the products at wholesale for the cost. So you want to make sure that they're being welcome to your larger team page. So in my case, it's going to be Slim Jims, and then my personal team page. And if you don't have a personal team page, that's okay. And then Plexus Journeys, because you can go there and look for different testimonies. You can type your name type the topic into the search box, search for whatever testimony you're looking for. Maybe that person, they're not interested in the business and they want to look for their mom who has high blood pressure, and she can look for some testimonies for her mom. So that's going to be really important.
awesome. Number 2 is tag them in the following files or videos. If you are part of my team, you have access to these files. If you're not part of my team, I'm sure your upline has something amazing for you. But for my team and Danielle's team, here are the following 6 files that you want to tag them in. The first one is what to expect and how to take Plexus video. This one's actually on my YouTube channel, and in the files on Slim Jims, I'm going to have the URL there for you, but if you're not on my team and you're watching this, you can see it on my YouTube channel. The second one is called What is Triplex? It's one of Danielle's awesome videos. Search our team pages, either her team page or mine, for What is Triplex, and tag your new person on that video so they can see it. The third one is a document. It's called the Initial Convo with the Potential. It is also in the Files tabs of both of our pages. The fourth one is the initial welcome recorded call. So you can look up under the photos and check albums on either one of our pages, and you're going to see that there's a graphic made with the recorded call and the reference number right there for you. It's around a 30-minute call, but it's so wonderful and it teaches you exactly what you need to know. So the initial welcome recorded call. The fifth one is the product knowledge recorded call. This goes over all of our products, the ingredients, and all of the good stuff, the meat and the protein behind all of our products. I could listen to it over and over and get something else from it. So it's an awesome resource for you guys to know what it is that we are sharing with others. Again, that's the same location under the photos, under the albums. You're going to see a graphic with a green leaf, and it talks about our products on that recorded call. And the last one is how to go silver. It's my video. It's also on my YouTube channel. I think it might be called what does it mean to go silver? How the heck do I get there? Something like that. But it's something about silver. And it's we're gonna send the URL on this file page here, but also you can find it on my YouTube channel there. Okay, and our last point.
Yeah, we want to make sure that everybody's following up with their customers and ambassadors weekly. This is so important. This is key to retention. And so, this is really going to apply to people so whether you're working the business or whether you have mom and dad signed up underneath you, this is really important to follow up with them. And if you're unable to follow up with them, go to your sponsor. Your sponsor can follow up with them. And so follow up with them every single week. See how they're doing. Make sure going into it, they have the right expectations set up. So they know what to expect that first week, that second week, that first month, the first 30 days, then the second 30 days, which is going to be different. So check in with them, see where they're at, encourage them, let them know that, that's right where they need to be, or maybe they need to go up on something or go back down on something. They can see that in what to expect with, what's that video called?
What to expect and how to take Plexus. Yeah.
That one's going to be really good. So watch that so that you know how to troubleshoot, and that's what we call it. So troubleshooting is really, we were just talking about how that kind of sounds like a techie word, but troubleshooting is when you're checking in with your customer, your ambassador, and you're seeing how they're doing and seeing what works well with them, what's working, what's not working. And then there's also a file for that, that you can go search the files and it's going to have, different things that people can see whenever they take their products and how to troubleshoot.
Right. And just to kind of piggyback on what you said, this is the key to retention. If you are not following up with your customers and ambassadors, whether they're actively selling or just they're wholesale and taking the products to get it for the most effective cost, you have to follow up with them and troubleshoot with them. And like she said, troubleshooting is just customizing their regimen based on how their body is reacting to our supplements. Every body has a different body, a physical body. So there's a little bit of differences, and you want to know how they're reacting and what's going on here. And you ask them specific questions and hear from them so that you know how best to guide them. Because after all, we are here to coach and guide. We are health and wellness coaches. So like she said, if you're on our team pages, under the Files tab, there's a document called How to Troubleshoot with more details on that, but you can always reference that video that she mentioned as well, what to expect and how to take Plexus. So those are our 3 tips for new ambassadors. And again, this is for ambassadors that are wholesale ambassadors and for people that are actively selling. Now, we have 3 more little tips if you are sponsoring somebody that is now actively wanting to share the business. And so this first one is our first tip for someone who's actively sharing Plexus.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and make your first post. So that's scary. You just signed up, but it's so important to not wait for a testimony. Go and be honest and authentic and genuine with people, and that's the way you're going to do that is by sharing your journey as you go. So the hardest thing to do is step out of your comfort zone and make that first post. When you do that, you can say something like, hey friends, I just want to let you know what's been going on in my life. I decided to start Plexus. I'm struggling with these things, and I'm curious to see how it's going to help. I can't wait to see how it helps. If you're interested or know anybody who's who struggles with something, just reach out to me, and you can give some more information then. But just a first post that kind of talks about where you are, where you're wanting to go, maybe a little bit about the products, anything, make it customized to you. Whenever you have somebody on your team who is going to make their first post, let your team know so that the entire team can go and support that person. That's so important because y'all know how hard it is to go out there and make that first post. That's nerve-wracking. You got your nerves going. Then you want your team to be there to support, and we all want to be there to support each other. So important to let them know so they can be ready to go in. Make it public because of Facebook settings, you have to make the post and then save it as public. Sometimes you can still do that, and some people might have some issues and not able to go in and comment. That's going to be more Facebook settings, and we can talk about that later. But if you do run into that case, then just send a friend request. The other thing is going to be, once your products come in the mail, go ahead and take a picture with it. Be like, my products just got here. Make a post about it, and then just post your journey. I just drank my first pink drink today. I'm feeling great.
I love how it tasted.
Yeah, it tastes like a red Tootsie Pop or whatever you want.
Be you.
Yeah. And so those things, very, very important. First post. Do you want to do this one?
This one right here?
Yeah.
So it kind of piggybacks off of what she was just saying too, is share your journey along the way. So what I did was I really didn't have much of an intention to start the business when I first started, but I decided to share my journey, and it made it really easy, and it was authentic to me. It was transparent, and that's what people on Facebook really want to see. They want to see what you are doing. They're your friend on Facebook for a reason. So share it along the way. A lot of times I hear from people going, okay, well, once I lose, the 15 pounds that I wanted to lose, or once, this XYZ gets better, then I'll post. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people can make, because you don't know who else you are missing by waiting and withholding your testimony. For example, when I started sharing my testimony, I started saying how I had more energy, how I was sleeping better at night. And this was before I lost any of my weight that I needed to lose or any of my other benefits that I received. But I still had people messaging me going, better energy, I need that. What is that? And had I waited, I wouldn't have been able to help that person. So share your journey along the way. And this also allows you, as an actively sharing person trying to build up their business, it allows you to be able to fast track gold, which is one of our awesome compensation plan perks that we have. So what is fast track gold? Okay, really simple. I'm simplifying it. If you've got questions, reach out to your upline. But fast track gold is when you sign up, you have 30 days from your sign up date to gain 20 people on your team and that doesn't have to be personal recruits. It can be levels 1, 2, or 3. Okay, I'm going to boil this down real quick. If I sign Danielle, she's my level 1. If Danielle signs Tom, Tom is my level 2, and so on. So I just needed a total of 20 people in my 1 through 3 levels who have purchased Plexus products, either a welcome pack or 100 PV worth of products in my first 30 days. And when you do that, you double your bonuses and you fast track promote to gold. And let me just say that bonus is pretty high, pretty high. So that is really an awesome feature that we have that I wouldn't want you to miss out on because you're waiting. All right, and the third one.
So whenever you have somebody who is interested, so you've made your first post, you said, hey, I'm ready to start Plexus, and then someone messages you and says, hey, what's Plexus? I'm interested. Okay, right then, it is so important to just go ahead and start a 3-way chat with your upline. The first thing I do is say, start that Facebook message, and I say, hey, Tara, this is, or I'll start off saying, say her name's Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I added my friend Tara into this conversation. Tara's a wealth of knowledge. She knows so much about Plexus, and I wanted to make sure, since I'm relatively new, that I'm answering her questions accurately. I want you to be able to use her as a resource, use this thread as a resource in the future. If you do decide to do your Plexus journey, you have a thread here to come back to. Hey, Tara, this is Sarah. She struggles with energy and she wants to lose weight. What would you recommend?
And then that's where I would jump in. And what this allows is it takes the pressure off of somebody new. Because one of the most biggest reservations, one of the bigger reservations that I hear is, I don't want to mess up, and what if I say something wrong? And you know what? Let's remove that pressure. So if you're actively selling, help your upline. This is how you learn as you earn. This is how you learn as we go. It's hands-on training. So at that point, your upline will then step in and you get to see how they have those conversations, see how they answer those questions. So you're getting training, but you're also helping one of your friends. And also and you were great on how explaining to set up that 3-way chat, that creates an atmosphere of trust. Right? You are saying, hey, I want to make sure that you are taken care of. And that's why I am involving my friend who's been with Plexus for a little bit longer. So that allows them to feel like they are part of the conversation, but also in a trusted environment, which is really important.
And you're taking it to somebody who knows more. So, all of that together. There's something about bringing in a third party that, like Tara said, it brings in a level of trust. Especially, if this is my mom, for example, I'm talking to my mom and my mom knows that I'm new with Plexus and I don't know much about it. She's not going to trust what I have to say compared to somebody else who's been doing it a lot longer, who's not family.
Yeah, I think 3-way chats are probably one of the most effective business tools that you can use.
Absolutely.
If not the.
Yeah.
If not the. It's really, really, really
successful.
effective. Exactly. So to recap real quick, the 3 steps for new ambassador training. This is for anybody that joins your team, whether wholesale or not. Welcome them to your pages. Tag them in the important documents, and follow up weekly and troubleshoot as needed. And if they're actively sharing, you want to help them make their first post, encourage them to share their journey along the way, and use those 3-way chats. We hope this has helped you guys. Bye.